5B. Right, I'm going to carry on reading chapter 25 of The Other Side of Truth. I'll put a link to the books in the comments. In the description, this is chapter 25, which is called Stranglehold. On Monday morning, Sade intended to walk ahead of Femi as they set off for school. The yellow jacket lady would see him across the main road outside his school. Femi had said nothing to her at breakfast, avoiding even looking at her. But a quick glimpse into his eyes as he opened the wooden gate onto the pavement revealed such deep wells of misery that she immediately felt sorry for him. It was pointless asking what was wrong. She slowed her pace to his. They were approaching Femi's school when Sade thought she heard "Sade, Ade!" shouted above the rumble of the traffic. Femi must have heard something too, because he swung round swiftly towards the road. Sade made a point of keeping her head down against the wind. She made a point of not looking up into the throng of Avon students on the platform of the passing bus. "Are they your friends?" Femi broke his silence as the bus disappeared round a bend. Sade pulled a face. He looked as if he might ask her something else, but then the barriers slid down as abruptly as they had lifted. Sade stood for a moment, watching Femi tag behind a flock of children entering the playground. Inside, children stood chattering while others scurried around, yelling and chasing. Some boys and a girl were kicking a football. They dashed across the middle of the tarmac, occasionally hurtling between the others. Femi appeared to take no notice as, with his rucksack humped tortoise-like on his back, he paced slowly around the edge. The other children could have been trees or outcrops of rock from the way he skirted around them without even a glance. None of them seemed to notice him either. Was this really her football-crazy brother, who boasted so often to his friend Kole that one day he would play for Nigeria in the World Cup? The same little boy who pleaded with Papa to put a more powerful light in the backyard so he could practice after dusk? Sade was still on the opposite side of the road from Avon High when Marcia and Donna stepped out from behind her. "Something we want to show you," declared Donna, once again linking her arm into Sade's. "Yeah, it's important." Marty sidled up on her other side. "I don't want to see anything. Excuse me," Sade said tensely, making her limbs rigid as she felt herself being turned around. An elderly man shuffled past and a group of older Avon students were approaching them. Surely these girls couldn't force her to go with them.